Ralph, last season seemed like a consolidation season. What's this season going to be described as?
Oh, the most exciting season in the last 20 years. We did a lot of research last year, went down to places like Exeter, Harlequins and the Ospreys down at Swansea to find out how to develop a club into a major club. And we found probably the most important factor was the size of the spectator base. Thurrock is just a great place. It has been since dawn of time, really, through Tudor times. There are 150,000 people living in Thurrock, and just in the hinterland about 1 million. So the spectator base is massive. There's no major football team here, and we're crying out desperately for a major iconic sports team in the area. We determined at Thurrock to be that team.
How are you going to go about that?
Well, the first stage is you have to get people coming along to the club to watch the games. You have to make it the heart of the community. Then you have to invest in some really top quality players to blend with the local talent we have. We've done that this year. We've brought in some England internationals at age group level, and we've attracted 3 or 4 county players at the same time, and we think we're starting off with a fabulous team this season.
I think last season sometimes people felt the team has been a little bit too conservative in the way they played. Would you have agreed with that?
I would, and you have to take risks, and my motto this year is high tempo rugby, take risks, enjoy what you're doing.
Big, without a doubt we'll get promoted. There's that much confidence in the camp with new players that have come along, and obviously the older players have come up and risen with the other players that have come, obviously playing from a higher standard. So yeah, very confident. So
I know this is the dawn of a new season, but last season, what would be your criticism, so to speak, of last season?
Criticism
that you can build upon.
That we can build upon. Just around the contact area. Definitely we were a bit soft last year. Coming up into this league, it was a big step really around the contact area, and I think with a young squad as well, it woke a lot of people up last season, and hopefully now we're ready for it.
This time last season, speaking to members of the club, they were very much, well, it's great to be promoted and consolidation.
Yeah.
They said, we're going to get promoted. That's a bold statement.
Yeah, we'll get promoted this year, definitely about that. I say there's that much confidence. Obviously being captain, I feel the buzz all the time from the players, on the grounds and out of the grounds all the time. So
Thurrock on a whole expect quite a lot from the club, from the boys especially out here. A lot's gone into pre-season training. Coaches have put a lot into it, so us as players, we're going for a promotion this year. So yeah.
Because that's a bold statement I've heard from the captain, etc. Last season, this time very much consolidation, but now it's very bold.
Yeah.
Promotion.
Well, I think they just got promoted 2 seasons ago into this league. So the first year in that league, I can understand they just wanted to last out and make sure they stayed in this division. But now they've had a taste for it, and it's not as bad as what they thought it'd be. So they've gone full out this year, hoping for top finish.
What can you bring to the party?
I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about myself, but I'll just try and play my best week in, week out for the club. Obviously, there's a lot of history with me and this club. It's my club I grew up at as a mini, so I'm quite passionate about the club in general.
Speaking to the captain, speaking to Mike Stanley, everybody seems very confident about getting, not just playing well, but getting promoted. You sharing that confidence?
Yes, definitely sharing it. We've picked up a plan this year. We've looked at players that we wanted, we've brought them into the club, we've strengthened massively. Everything is geared to promotion. Nothing else is going to be good enough this year for us.
If you had criticisms of last season, what would they be?
No, not many. It was the first time up in London 1 for a long time. We've always had a 2-year plan. Last year was a suck it and see. There was no fear for us throughout the year. Some teams were obviously stronger than what we were. This year we've changed the balance of that.
What's the pre-season been like?
It's been excellent. They are fitter, stronger than they've ever been before.
In every single area? Is there any particular area you'd say to other teams, oh, watch out?
No, in every single area. We've got the best pack in the league now. With Michael Stanley here, we've got the best back line. We've strengthened everywhere, so it's going to be a very good...
Pre-season's probably been the strongest pre-season we've had, certainly with this regime. A lot of concentration this year on the breakdown area. A lot of strength, a lot of power work, just a complete change from what we used to do and what we've been doing at this club for many years. It didn't work last year, we've changed it, it's going to work this year.
one thing I used to read in the reports that were published was sometimes injuries here, injuries there. Do you have the strength in depth?
Yes, we identified 40 players who showed the commitment that we asked for. We asked for 3 sessions a week. Them guys have received an awful lot of attention from the entire coaching staff, which is not just myself and Jamie. There's also Roy Whitaker on conditioning. There is Dan Bowden on forward play. We've put a lot of time and effort into constructing a 40-man squad, which is completely interchangeable. So hopefully this season we won't be hit by the injury ravage that we had last year.
I have to say I'm quite taken aback by the positive vibe that we hear about not doing well this season, but absolutely getting promoted. That's a real positive.
Yeah, I mean we've been looking at like a 5-year plan. We're not just looking at promotion to National 3. We're looking at promotion National 2, National 1, and obviously ultimately, you know, people might laugh, but ultimately we're looking at Premiership. We've certainly got the facilities, we've got the ground, you know, with a little bit of extra building work. We've got the catchment area, we've got the support. It's there. It's just got to be done by us.
Because, you know, Ralph has gone around the country and looked at places like Exeter and Leicester,
definitely.
Thinking this place.
It's not a million years ago we played Exeter, you know, and we played Harlequins, we played London Irish, Worcester. Not 15 years ago were no bigger than us. It's just a case of being in the right geographical area, having the right support in the locality, getting in with the schools. You know, the schools, we need a feed from the schools. We need to get the youth into rugby. You can go out and spend whatever you like buying players in from various clubs, but unfortunately budgets are tight. You know, everybody's tight. The world is tight at the moment, including rugby. So we are looking at a massive development programme as well within the schools, bringing them to the club, the top end school players, and working along there. It is a 5 to 10 year plan.